Welcome, my Blenderhead colleagues. I am Salvador García Luque, and today we are going to learn how we can import the audio, image, or video files into our video editor. Blender has 4 ways to import our files into the editor. The most obvious way is through this file browser that we have here. This file browser will allow us to navigate through our computer with the help of these buttons that we have up here, and with this address bar with which we can directly enter the address or the folder where our files are located. We can add new folders with this button and search for files with this bar here. We are going to maximize this. And I want you to notice that here we have a sidebar. Here we can also navigate through our folders, either by going to different disks with which we can have the system folders. The most common of these: documents, downloads, music, the desktop, all that, or even through recent folders, bookmarks, or favorites that we add on our own. Let's close this folder with the T key. In addition, we have on this side these 2 buttons. One to preview our files in different ways. We can have them with thumbnails, see them in a vertical list, or a horizontal list that adds these divisions and allow us see many more files, like in this case. However, we can't really see the thumbnails. We can show the file sizes column or the creation dates ones. We can also use the recursion option that allow us to enter the successive folders. As in this case, we have folder 1, but within this folder 1 is folder 2, and within this the folder 3, and finally the 4th. And the same happens with the files that are inside a folder, such as the image sequence example, or the example of an image sequence that contains all these files here. If we go into it in this direction, we are going to only see those files, which have just been shown. But we can go back, and of course, we have lost the recursions. We can activate it again as we wish, but I'm going to leave it like this. Under this option, we also have the arrangement mode or administration of the files. We are managing them or arranging them normally in an alphabetical way by the name. We can also do it through the extensions, by the modification date, or due to the size of the files. And we can revert set administration, set arrangement. Finally, we have the filters. For video editing, the filters that interest us are the folders or archives, the images, the movies or videos, and the sounds. But of course, we can show everything that is hidden and add other files for other kinds of situations. We are going to show the small images or the thumbnails again. And we are going to add a video file to our project. For this, we simply drag the file we want into the video editor, or well, the sequencer. We release it and voila! We already have our two strips, the video strip and the audio strip. And this is the first way to add or import our files to the video editor. Equally, we can do this using the browser of our operating system. Again, we drag and voila! By the way, we can also do this with audio files and also with image files. As we can see here, we have a complete sequence. But in the case of a complete sequence, we cannot do it by dragging it. It will simply drag one of the frames. To be able to add a whole sequence of images, we can use the following method. We go to the Add menu, and within this drop-down menu, we will find the Image Sequence option. By opening the image sequence, it will open another file browser, which is quite similar to the one we have within the workspace of our video edition. However, it has only one difference, and is that this button appears, this not here, which offers us these options here. The first option that appears is that we can use a relative path away or an address of our computer that is not absolute, that is, it does not start from a drive or a disk of our computer, but from where our save file is located. And from there, it goes to the folder where these files are. We have the frame in which it will start, in the one that will end, in the channel that it will be found, and in which it will appear with the sequencer. We can activate the replacement of the selection, and we can use placeholders or false occupants. To add a whole sequence, we press the A key once. This will make all the files to be selected, and in such a way we simply go to the Add Image Strip button and press it. And now we have our image sequence added to our video editor. And here you will be able to notice in this section that the address that appears here it's not the same as we saw in the image browser, the file browser. As you can see, here it shows the address or the absolute path starting from where our folder is located on the disk directly, and from there it descends. But here what it does, it's to put for us two lines slanted to the right, the folder in which the sequence of images is located, and an inverted diagonal slanted to the left, indicating that this is a folder. The two lines indicate the source of the file. The file source is in the folder that goes above where the sequence of images is found. Here we can see that we have the sequence of images and the file is here. This is the file that we are using now. So it identifies that the file is one level above from where the image sequence is located and takes it as the point of origin. Now, we need one more way. The last way is very simple. It's simply the shortcut to open this menu, Shift A. Is the command that we can use to add our video, sound, or image files, which will open the same file browser we just used. You may notice that when we select a video file, these two options appear, which are different from those that appear in the image sequences. One will simply add the sound or not, depending on whether we activate it or not activate it. And the other will change the video editor project's frame rate to the one this file has. That is to say that it will change it here. It will adjust the entire project to that movie's setting. As we have selected Add Movies, you will notice that the filter has been reduced only to folders and movie files. If we add a sound, we will notice that there are also some differences between the options that we can have, such as the cache or the file, instead of being added in stereo, it is added in mono surround or in mono sound. In this way, we end with the video about importing files to the video editor. The only thing left to me to do is to tell you to please subscribe, activate the notification bell, and give it a thumbs up. I am Salvador García Luque. I hope you have found this video useful. See you in the next one.